Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Conjuring Gaming. I've had some voices recently that Battle for Middle-earth video games, that they are not playable in gaming mode on Steam Deck, and in this video I'd like to tell you that this has not been my experience at all. In fact, they are doing pretty well, especially the Rise of the Witch King and BFME too. The only thing that may cause like performance problems is, well, the only problem is a little stuttering, especially in game number 1, which I'll show you like in a jiffy. For this game I'll be using the all-in-one launcher, exe file, which is the restarter. And if you missed out my last video on how to install Battle for Middle-earth games on Steam Deck, I'll put a link to the tutorial in the description below. Let's just see what settings are set for this program, and the only thing we have is Proton 8.0. Shortcut, I think it wasn't modified at all. Game resolution set to default, so yeah, we're good to go. I'll just show you a little gameplay of game number 1. Apparently there's an update, so a few seconds. Alright, so the launcher is running and we see a black screen because it's this bloody launcher changelog page, which doesn't work perfectly on Steam Deck. Alright, once we've closed it, we can just launch the game, and I have Battle for Middle-earth 1 selected, so let's just click the button. Alright, skipping intro for now. And there we are. Alright, let's start a skirmish. That was quick. Okay. Okay, now let's see how's the performance. Yeah, there was, yeah, it's a bit laggy, but it's not unplayable at all. I mean, it has better and worse moments. But again, Steam Deck has 2 modes, so, well, the game runs perfectly in desktop mode, so you can always pick that one. Super cool. Yeah, it does lag sometimes. I mean, it's not super bad, it's still playable, but you would probably prefer to play it in desktop mode. And I suspect it's a problem with resolution, perhaps. I haven't tinkered with it too much, because, to be honest, I've been recently playing game number 2 more often, especially with the Age of the Ring mod, which runs fantastically. Okie dokie, so this is the game number 1. Let's hop on to game number 2. So as you can see, it is playable in gaming mode, and I think it's perhaps possible, you know, to have it run perfectly. But to be honest, I've been playing these games recently in docked mode, with deck plugged to my TV, and I have not experienced this stuttering at all. So perhaps it just happens whenever you're using the Steam Dock screen. Okay, so for now let's go with Battlefield F2, and I'll just show you the settings, because I added shortcuts for the next 2 games to my Steam library, and because the games are installed using bottles, like I've showed you in the tutorial video, to have them running from the Steam library, you need to type something like this in launch options. To run -- command bottles-cli, name of the package, name of the bottle, which in my case is AOTR, which stands for Age of the Ring, because I put the mod there, and lotrbfme 2 at the end. I will put this command in the description in case you want to use it for yourself. So for now, let's go back and let's see how the game performs. Oh, and for these separate shortcuts, I didn't set any Proton layer. Otherwise, the game wouldn't run at all, because it already uses the drivers from the bottle. Let's go for another short skirmish, and let's see how the game runs now. Okay, a little bit laggy again. Okay, these are the goblins, all right. Yeah, I think there's a slight, tiny lag accompanying us. an interesting thing is that some time ago, when I was getting a Steam Deck for myself, I was on the lookout for tutorials on how to install games from my childhood. And at that time, there were already, different methods. And right now, many of them, they do not work any longer. And this is because, the software is changing. Well, the launcher itself gets patches all the time. SteamOS is getting updates. Proton is updated. So it's very difficult to have a stable version of the game. But you can see that there is a tiny lag. Oh yeah, right now they slowed down. It's not as smooth as we would like it to be. Slow-mo sometimes. But again, I think it's playable. And again, if you do not like it, just switch to the desktop mode. Okay, so let's go through the last game of the evening. Which is Rise of the Witch King, which I have modded, and I put the Age of the Ring instead of the actual add-on. So the command is pretty similar. The last name is changed because Rise of the Witch King has the file named differently. Again, compatibility none. Proton doesn't bother us, so let's run it. And as far as I remember, we will experience a little stuttering too. But again, I think it disappears whenever you plug the deck into to the TV. So for handheld playing, you can just use desktop mode, and for playing on TV, gaming or desktop, either of them is better. Alrighty, another skirmish. Tombs of Abraham. I haven't played that one. Hard wait. Alright. Okay. These mods are great because they add, this particular one adds factions, adds many units, buildings, and heroes, which is super cool for me. And there's plenty of fan-made maps. Oh, is it sand? Anakin Skywalker wouldn't like that. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at this bridge. Nice. Okay, how about the performance? Is it any better or is it worse? Alright, let's get some soldiers. Well, alright, so we're gonna have to. Whatever. And I just love these tiny, roaming guards. It adds to the game, to the flavor. So we're getting the black Rottweil archers, which are like level 1 units. Okay, how about the performance? I think it's still lagging a bit. You will experience some kind of slow-mo. Yeah. It's still there, but again, I think it's a thing with resolution. Yeah, it's definitely there. But still, the game is playable and you can play it in gaming mode or desktop mode. Okie dokie, and to end this video, let's perhaps go to desktop mode and let's make a tiny comparison. Let's see if there's a big difference in performance in one of those games. No, we do not want to update anything right now. We need Steam favorites. These are my favorites, all right. Okay, let's perhaps try BFME F2 then. Yep, fine gun is good. Let's run it again. Cool. Yeah, I think it already runs smoother. I can tell there's a difference. So desktop mode seems to be better for these games for now. And let's make a test using some infantry. But for now we haven't seen any lag at all. So this is great news. Alright guys, come on. Yeah, this is super cool. No lag at all. How about now? Brilliant. So as you can see, the game runs perfectly in desktop mode, and actually all three do. So BFME F1, 2 and The Rise of the Witch King. So the great thing is that we all can enjoy these games nowadays on such a small device, which is something I would never dream of while I was a kid. Nice. Fogondo, my man. Alright, thanks for watching this video and I hope you enjoyed it. And in the next video, I hope I'll show you how these games perform in gaming mode with a Steam Deck docked and plugged to TV. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. Have a good one.